Picking an institution for graduate school is a really hard task. When you decide to further your education, you're embarking on a journey that is actually very challenging.
At SIUE we have a graduate program, but in 1997 we started the co-op program, which is a cooperative doctoral program with Southern Illinois Carbondale. Since the time that the program has started, it has really begun to grow and blossom, and now we're getting national interest from students.
Something else that's really interesting about the cohort of students from the co-op and the way I've experienced them is they tend to be people who are a little bit older. They've had some life experiences, they're often fully employed, and they're getting their PhDs.
I came to SIUE because I was very interested in the co-op PhD program. After being a high school educator for the past 11 years, I was excited at the opportunity where I was afforded to start my next degree.
My understanding is that there are only 1 or 2 other such programs across the entire university where there's really a full cooperative program between our campus and the Edwardsville campus.
The program allows them to work from the Edwardsville campus, so they can stay in the St. Louis region, but they gain access to the resources of the Carbondale campus, including their library and faculty.
One of the remarkable things about us and the faculty at Edwardsville is that we do a reasonably good job of covering the globe and covering major time periods.
Because when you put these two departments together, what you have are faculty with expertise in virtually any area of history that you could possibly be interested in. And so you have a real complete department where graduate students can explore research opportunities in virtually anything.
I found that if there's something I can't obtain through SIUE's research in the library here, SIUC definitely is able to accommodate that, whether it's interlibrary loan, different access to archives and things like that.
See, one of my other studies is Margaret Fuller, and what's really amazing is I've always read dusty memoirs of hers, and I was really excited, and then one of the professors here said, "You know, we have her letters," which is really exciting for me because that's something I would never have had access to unless I was in both these institutions.
It is like being at a much larger university in that you have access to a larger number of historians than if you were just studying in Carbondale.
That's why I say you're never limited by the classes in which you can take because you have options at both institutions.
So Dr. Robert Paulette, who is our specialist in colonial North American history, teaches a class called History of the American Home. And in that class, which includes both upper-level undergraduates but also graduate students, they study the material culture of American homes and sort of the history of how homes have changed over time, the way they were built and constructed in the colonial era all the way up to modern homes. And as part of that class, they actually go out into the field and they look at original historical homes. They look at architecture. So for example, they visit the Campbell House Museum in St. Louis, which is an original old historic home, and they can apply the things they learn in the classroom to actual real examples in the field.
Increasingly, I think our classes are getting more flexible, and as I said, there is some faculty members, myself included, are willing and able to do some sort of distance ed component. We're at the point technologically now where I think it's quite possible for somebody to use Skype or other classroom technologies and be in a classroom in Edwardsville and sit in on my class.
Moving forward, we're really looking to explore the collaborative nature of this program, continue building on what we already have.
Because SIUE does not have a PhD program. So because of this program, a student like me and others in the program are actually able to get their education.
There was a lot more that I wanted to learn, and so I came back to school to pursue it.